Tomorrow, fellow magicians, welcome to the Magician's Academy, the space in which I'll show you some great duels with important tips to know, so you can run properly a dark magician deck. In this opportunity, I will show you a duel I had against a mathmech duelist who challenged me for my King of Games position. Today's lesson is about negating a continuous spell trap. With this hand, I can make the ultimate dark magician triangle, also known as the Dragon Knight Lock. Do you know how to get there? Let's see. Something that you couldn't appreciate is the response prompts that my opponent had while I was activating my cards. In this case, I noticed that the opponent had an opportunity to respond to the activation of Soul Servant and Preparation of Rites, but couldn't respond to the activation of Circle and Illusion of Chaos, which means that he doesn't have Ash, but probably he has Ghost Bell, since what Soul Servant and Prep have in common is that they interact with the graveyard. So why is this important? Because Ghost Bell can negate the activation of Eternal Soul effects. Notice that I said the activation of the effect, not the activation of the card. Therefore, I have to be very careful in activating E-Soul without activating its effect. Just flip it face up. That's activating the card, but then choosing to not activate the effect of Reviving Dark Magician so Ghost Bell cannot negate because there's no effect to negate. And then, that's on a different chain or open state of game. Activate its effect. Because if Ghost Bell negates E-Soul when you flip it face up, it's going to go to the graveyard. But if Ghost Bell negates E-Soul while already being face up, then it will stay on the field. This monster is different from Ghost Bell. Lingurabo doesn't require that I choose to activate E-Soul's effect like Ghost Bell do. Rather, it just needs the card to be flipped face up. In other words, it only needs the activation of the card itself. So, in this case, even if I just flip E-Soul face up, Lingurabo will be able to negate the activation and banish E-Soul. Therefore, if I want to flip E-Soul face up, I have to wait for Lingurabo to get out of the field. Remember, we cannot activate the effect yet. Just flip it face up to avoid E-Soul going to the graveyard when it's negated by Ghost Bell. Now, since E-Soul is already face up on the field, we can activate its effect And even though is going to be negated by Ghost Bell, we will maintain E-Soul on the field, giving us protection and the ability to use it in the next turn. Besides, once we take damage, when Access Code Talker destroys Dragon Knight, we will summon back Dragon Knight with Magikribo's effect. What? Well, never mind. Of course, they also have Ash. Well, what would you do now? In my case, every time I see an opponent link monster with a straight arrow toward my field, I think in one thing, relinquished anima. After that, I plan in doing a link climbing myself, but instead of Access Code Talker, I'm going for Avramax, since Access Code is better to break boards and OTK, but my opponent doesn't have that many cards on the field, and I can't finish the duel this turn. On the other hand, Avramax is better to beat over towers, has protection towards targeting effects, and has a floating effect that could come handier in this scenario. By the way, here I made a mistake. I used Soul Servant to search souls and Illusion of Chaos to search Rod, but that way I lose one card in card advantage. I should have used Illusion of Chaos to search souls, dump Dark Magician Girl and special summon souls, and then use Soul Servant to search for Rod. Doing it this way, I would have drawn 2 cards instead of 1 with Soul Servant. Well, I guess he didn't have any more follow-up and decided that this was enough. I hope that you have enjoyed this duel and learn a lot. Thank you for watching, and I hope you apply this knowledge in your upcoming duels. See you in the next lesson.